So today I'll be doing a video discussing Jing's father revealed and why we may have been revealed to Ging Freaks' father. Now, when it comes to Jing's parents, the spookiest things about them was we never got confirmed of their deaths. Now, we know that Abe Freaks, who is the grandmother of Mito and Ging Freaks, she basically confirmed that Mito's parents were killed off in an accident. And this was very spooky because she never mentioned anything about Jing's parents. However, we know that Mito and Ging, they grew up together. They both came to Whale Island at the same time. We know that Ging is older and he obviously left at some point, but the fact that she didn't mention Mito's parents and didn't mention Jing's parents was definitely very spooky, because if there was anybody who was to know about Jing's parents, it would be her or Ging, because obviously Abe, she would be the mother for Jing's father, or Jing's well, in this case I think it would be his father. But yeah, we know that she would obviously know and Ging would know. So if anybody would know of the whereabouts of Jing's parents, I think it would definitely be Abe. And I do think that this does fit into the timeline and everything, because we've seen multiple times in Hunter x Hunter where age does not matter for characters. Netero, over 100 years old, and we've seen he was still one of the strongest characters. We've seen even one of the people who traveled to the Dark Continent with Netero. If you haven't seen that video, make sure you go watch it. I did a video talking about her, the queen of the Dark Continent. We know that she's over 100 years old and she's still alive. So age, you don't have to necessarily be a youngster to still be relevant. Abe's age, Abe Freaks, her age was never really confirmed. We just know that she's old. So this goes along with my next point about Dawn Freaks. Now, we know that Dawn Freaks, he is the author of the New World, and I believe that he could be Ging Freaks' father. Now, like I said, he did exist over 300 years ago, and like I said, age, it does not really matter in Hunter x Hunter, especially for Abe's case. We seen that she's not even a fighter, so she wouldn't even have to necessarily be strong. She wouldn't have to use up a lot of her power if she did want to prolong her age. We've seen that a lot of characters, they were able to live for a long time, and they're able to go through a lot of more stressful things during their lifetimes. Like, for example, Netero was able to go to the Dark Continent a lot of times, and he's only 100 years old. Like, you guys know that age in Hunter x Hunter isn't really a main thing, but Dawn's occupation is very similar to Jing's occupation, because we know that Ging, the main way how he made a name for himself was basically being a discoveries for all of his discoveries that he made as a hunter and his preservation. And we know that Dawn Freaks, the thing that made him pop in, the thing that made him get his name, was for his discovery of the Dark Continent. And I believe that this was a little hint for Yoshihiro Togashi to throw in there, because we've seen that he's used Gon to basically act like Ging to show us how they're related with father and son. And I believe that he could be doing the same thing with Dawn Freaks and Ging Freaks, how Ging, he likes to go explore, because Ging, he even told the creators of Greed Island, he told them, yo, I don't know why, but sometimes he acts on instinct and does things that he doesn't even know himself. Like, that's one of the things that Ging likes about himself, that he acts on instinct and goes crazy and he can't even explain it himself. And I think that is homage being paid to Dawn Freaks, who was obviously on the Dark Continent, and since he's been there, he's obviously going to be a sicko, a savage, a monster, similar to how Gon, he paid homage to Ging by wanting to be an adventurer. Ging, he is paying homage to Dawn without even knowing it, by being such a great archaeologist and with all of his discoveries, because yo, Dawn Freaks, he discovered half of the Dark Continent. So this guy, I'm pretty sure that if he came to the main world, he'll be able to solve the cure for cancer. But no, in all seriousness, I definitely do believe that Dawn Freaks, there is a good possibility that he could be Jing's Freaks' father, and we could have got revealed to a new Freaks member. Comment what you guys think down below. Subscribe if you haven't. Peace out.